for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're lining up to boot it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. With jet sweep pass. Oh, look at, got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give them a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll go to the air. Got his man down the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now on second down. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing. Going for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
To the air, it's Green. Got his man on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pigs.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Howard. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball.
What a quitter. Niggas get the best teams in the game and then quit like little bitches. Have some honor. They need to have some honor about themselves. And I get them a fucking game the very next game. I hate that bit. Yes, I hate that. I hate when they do that. In the same team back to back and shit.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the OnANatty, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
But, what you doing? Yeah.
Here comes the offense on
Ain't you
1st
happy?
down. Leads it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Howard. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so
But if he quit again, first quarter. not gonna do this shit again. You think I'm playing and didn't show? Hmm?
Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take
You
a
are.
touchback.
You gonna stay for the game so you will take a shadow?
Looking for room. It's right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Early ball on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Grab near the marker. It's right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing.
Defense will always try to get some tips. Break on the football, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and force the completion.
Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that
Like
first.
Denver.
And that pass picked off.
Like Denver.
Got some room to run. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Arkansas. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think it's really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter.
Niggas just been trying, don't they?
Hmm?
I guess niggas just don't try no more.
I guess not. Man.
Like, they see you come through, they like, yeah, shit, not even worth it.
Oh shit, we gotta play Arkansas today.
The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. Fights
No
off the
fucking
defender.
way.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain
This
before the
shit, how the
defense is able
fuck?
to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Brown wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. Now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First down here for the offense. He wastes no
decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's looking for a man on second down. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Nice job by the QB to sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
And
I'm gonna buy you a Dairy Ring.
really? Today?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Where do I get them from?
I think Pandora.
Sure.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And after the
He's just going
interception,
really
the
good.
nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
That's the third quarter. You guys don't.
A donut shake.
We've got to
Crazy.
take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can move. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now, we're going to build on it.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After 40, there he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a something
Go at
more before
halftime,
the
dude.
half.
Or you gotta eat down there?
Frustrating. It happens
Huh?
so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass.
What?
He pulls it down and he's gone.
Oh,
Just like
something
that,
else here?
chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to
What, bro?
stop.
What'd you say?
Brown will throw it. Floating away.
All right.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another
My
down.
bad. I couldn't hear you.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes and knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's got him this time. Just finds that little
What was
crevice,
that?
and he's still up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we
All right,
whittle
baby.
down to 7 seconds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to
Oh
put it
my
behind the intended
God.
target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. He's off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the tackle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. On his feet at the 40. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
Yeah, bitch.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So the decision has been made. They'll bring it out. It's key. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they...
Get him the fuck out of here, babe.
Get him the fuck out of here, baby. Ski.
That's crazy, babe. So yeah, this you.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the...
You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Can't wait till you come home with me every day. I'm so ready.
With a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. Why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. And you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Showing off the arm. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he intercepts it, bringing it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Fighting off the defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Getting some heat. Finds his man. It's held. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
here.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Running for it on 4th down. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get to him. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Keep it on the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football.
Oh, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Ewers. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Green. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Green. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 7, Arkansas 0.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit, they were able to swat that one away.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. To the air, it's Ewers. Moves away as he feels pressure. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And the ball is picked off. Turns it on in midfield. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target. And his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with that.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You get a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And we're all square as he sets to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side is not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going. And
what a snag by the defense.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The back goes in motion. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He breaks a tackle. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Shows him the stiff arm. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Where were you been? All right, baby.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Longhorns!
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the defense.
That was a mistake, babe. I had a guy wide open. What am I doing?
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Huh?
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
I got a for you, babe.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back
You want
out
me to
there
tie it
to
up
try to
or
score
take the
again
lead?
after the pick six.
Take the lead.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Powers through the defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. And he's running in the open. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Green. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, man, you're set up. You're in a great position. The offense is driving the ball down the field. You get in the red, you got to make something positive happen, Paulman. That's not what they were looking for.
No, turnovers. That's why
GG,
that's a
man.
key statistic when it comes to winning and losing football games. But it
She
couldn't have come
watching
at a
my
worse
share
time,
screen.
as you just mentioned, David. Down at this area of the field, situationally, when you're trailing, you simply can't have a mistake like that. And that's
What
the
she
difference
picked,
between
right?
good teams and bad teams.
Now what they
Oh,
had
she
in
know I was
mind to
laying
start
down the
this
first
drive. Here
half,
comes
so.
2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
That's good. You never want to turn your mic on too soon, bro. Especially when you ain't talked the whole game.
From inside their own 20. Handoff to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Unloads it left. Here's an interception.
Hey, should I take the lead or should I tie it up?
Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing
Take the
better
lead.
than being a defender. Seeing
Fuck that nigga,
ball
take the
in
lead,
end
babe.
zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go,
That's
jump
it.
on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
Fuck that nigga, babe. Babe, fuck that bitch ass nigga for turning on his mic too soon, babe. I just told that bitch ass nigga I was laying down, babe. He told me, I just sit back about carrying the book because you ass. You should have been trying to get some fucking points on the board. You know you never beat me.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes
Hey, GG though, fuck ass nigga. With your bitch ass. You ain't even gonna punt on 4th down. Throw that weak ass out route to your weak ass running back.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the
Bitch ass
game.
nigga. You don't want it bad enough.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day.
Shut the fuck up. Go put me some Hot Pockets in the microwave, nigga.
He has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open,
This nigga handed the ball off. He don't want to win, coach. He don't want to win, coach. Get the fuck out my lobby, nigga.
Walk out of here with a double.
I know
Hey.
a lot of people thought this
Fuck is he
was gonna be
talking
a
about?
blowout, but this team said, just when you
I don't
think
play
you
that
have all
shit,
the
babe.
answers, I change the questions.
You don't turn your mic on and talk shit to me before the game's over, babe. You don't fucking do that. Have some decorum. Have some respect.
They were being respected and they wanted to come out and they wanted to
I love
prove
you,
a
babe.
point.
Niggas got me
They did
fucked up.
exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog.
I was
It's so
try-
much
babe, I was
easier
trying to
coach
chill
that
the whole
team
time,
and you
babe. I
go,
wouldn't
hey,
even- this nigga gonna turn his mic
everybody's
on
talking about
mocking me?
You don't have a chance. It just builds all
Oh,
that
you cool?
momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
Holy cool.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
eat. Took it to the show. Look. How many minutes you want to play on? Hey, good luck, man.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision.
Team.
The end zone was not a good one. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Green. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Unloads to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Come on, bro. What the hell?
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Texas offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space.
Come on, bro.
Give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just put that one away and let his defense take the field.
First play they bitch ass every time, bro. This is disrespectful. The fuck kind of defense you think you guys? They tell you to go for the fucking 3.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That
Couldn't do it 3
QB
times.
knew this was a golden opportunity. Boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Ewers. They'll run the screen. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles.
It's time to switch quarterbacks.
Easy decision.
And the Longhorns will snap
put
it
in
on
Arch.
1st and 10. On the ground, it's Blue. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Texas 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Ewers. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
This one's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch it? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, second and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse.
But then Arch Manning.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Bulls his way forward. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
and here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Going deep. And it's caught inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He makes the connection.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nifty little scamper
Arch
on
Manning.
this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. He's going to pass. Fires into the end zone.
Whoa, what?
Incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drop.
But then Arch
Almost
Manning.
picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely
Oh my
confusing.
God, put in Arch.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Fuck you wrong with you, nigga? Put in Arch, nigga.
The offense was able to recover it.
What's wrong with you, nigga? Put in Arch like I said. Nigga, quit being hard-headed and disobedient. Being hard-headed and disobedient. That's a direct order, nigga.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Ooh.
And he's gonna take it in.
Tell you put that nigga Arch in the game.
Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Green. It's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Anthony. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. On the move is the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return.
He used to put Arch Manning in the game. Still doesn't have Arch Manning in. L head coach, babe. L's in the chat, babe. Hey, yo, chat, drop L's in the chat. Drop L's in the chat, chat.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back.
What the?
At the 45 on his way. On the way, run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drive.
And he's got it inside the 25.
That's his favorite shit to be big.
A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an
end.
end.
Running back up there and then sit his fucking tight end on the cross or try to pick when he asks. It's so generic. It's like, give me your bag. Give me your Arch Manning.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly.
He keeps testing him, but that nigga has like 3 interceptions. He's not lying. Babe, I promise you get like 3 interceptions. I'm not lying.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air.
No, why'd you touch that? I had it.
He was going for 6 right there.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed.
Oh, sorry. Did you not see me right there, man? He's going for it, babe. He could have just took his 3.
Misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but
he could have had a field goal.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
No.
Got it.
What?
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
You see that nigga that just scored?
Hard.
That's going to be the nigga that leads the
Gotta
game.
start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown run. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
How many points will this guy reach? At least 30 points from my day.
That offense back onto the field.
At least
Things
40.
have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than
listen to
that.
Martin Luther King like that shit could have saved him.
Defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pulls it in. It's Sategna. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because
I have a dream that niggas will one day wake up and realize how to beat a nigga.
Today,
That they will come together to realize that they cannot fuck with me one-on-one. You need a squad. You need an army, nigga. I have a dream that niggas one day unite to come beat me, one brother. You unite as a brotherhood to take on the master, nigga. To take on the Negatron. To take on the master. I have a dream that niggas will one day learn this lesson. Learn that it's not easy. Learn that it's not sweet in that field. I have a dream that niggas will use their head for more than neck decoration. I have a dream. I'll keep my nigga Martin though.
The swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where
strong,
you know it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
What the fuck was he thinking? Does he not see me right there?
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner.
That is fucking silly.
If you have two, they've got three DBs, three corners
Martin
that
Luther
can
King
play
had
at
a
the same
dream
time
that
and
this
take
was
a
not
package
part of the
that
vision, nigga. He don't like all these black on black crime. He hates to see me murdering niggas. But that's what I gotta do, Martin.
The give to the back.
I gotta do it, Martin.
They stay aggressive and push their way out.
They got no choice, man.
It's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh. And they're
Yo,
hurting
how the
this
fuck
defense.
does that keep happening?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked.
Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. The
This nigga's
offense
so
tries
big.
again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Makes the pass. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
He didn't even try to pick
That was
this.
a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's held. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas 38, Texas 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapted. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Little touch pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So
sometimes you have to take a risk, take a
You wouldn't have been the
gamble.
only All-American in this game.
Something you love is in there.
push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Going for it all.
Sometimes, dude, you have to take a risk for the things that you care about in life. Sometimes you must take that chance. You must take that chance.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run
Sometimes you have no choice
No, sir.
but to
I'm gonna
take that
continue
chance,
to
babe.
add my stats, find my receiver out wide,
And for that
give
40
me another
points and a
touchdown.
little bit of Eddie Rooney, anything's possible. God.